Welcome to Byte-Sized Tech. This week, we're diving headfirst into a world of glitches, grudges, and some seriously cool gadgets. We're going to follow the billions being poured into AI and see what happens when it goes dangerously off the rails. We'll also check out the battle for your driveway and crown the winners in the fight for your living room. So here's what we're breaking down. All right, first up, we're following the money in the AI gold rush, where companies are spending an absolutely staggering amount of cash to build the future. Let's get right into it. This week saw an absolute frenzy of spending to build the backbone of our AI future. And it all starts with a number that is just, well, it's mind-boggling. That's $38 billion. The unbelievable deal OpenAI just signed with Amazon for cloud computing services for the next 7 years. But here's the thing. This isn't just a one-off deal. It's actually part of a much, much bigger story playing out across the globe. So what you're really seeing here is this global land grab for pure computing power. Tech giants are placing these massive, decade-defining bets on the future of AI. But, and this is a big but, while all this money is flying around, the tech itself is hitting some, let's just say, very public and very serious turbulence. And that brings us right to Google's Gemma AI, which this week created a huge problem for a US senator with some dangerous misinformation, highlighting a flaw in this tech that just will not go away. So Senator Blackburn wrote to Google after its AI model, Gemma, just completely made up a story, a really serious one, that she was involved in a criminal scandal. It invented a whole narrative with a state trooper, non-consensual acts. It even created fake news articles to back it all up. So you have to ask, what is going on here? Well, this phenomenon, it's known as hallucination. And honestly, it's still a massive problem for the entire industry. Even with all these years of work and billions of dollars poured in, there's still no clear fix. And that led the senator to make a pretty blunt demand. This tension between super powerful tech and a real lack of control, it's not just happening in the virtual world. It's playing out right on our roads, where another high-stakes battle for the future is being fought. Okay, so the path to the future of driving, it's definitely not a straight line. And you just have to look at the brand new all-electric Porsche Macan GTS, which has its eyes locked on a major rival. And this chart, it really just nails the choice facing EV buyers right now, doesn't it? Do you go for Tesla's raw, almost violent acceleration at a much lower price point? Or do you opt for Porsche's focus on that classic, refined driving experience, just, with batteries instead of a gas tank? Well, BMW is betting that it isn't, and their new M5 sports sedan, wow, it offers a really fascinating and frankly just beastly compromise. So yeah, it's this incredible middle ground. You get that silent, all-electric driving for your daily commute, but then you can unleash a V8 monster whenever you want to. But, sometimes progress in the car world isn't about the tech at all. Sometimes it's about personal rivalries and some really absurd delays. Can you believe it? A 7-year wait for a car that was originally supposed to launch back in 2020, and it's all tangled up in this rivalry between tech titans. Okay, so from these big machines we drive, let's zoom in on the gadgets we use every single day, where the competition is just as fierce. All right, first up, the battle for your living room. We've got two mid-range mini LED TVs from Hisense and TCL going head-to-head. So if you look at the lab tests, a pretty clear picture starts to form, right? The Hisense gets way brighter, which is awesome for HDR content, and that super low input lag, that makes it the hands-down winner for competitive gamers. But the TCL, it delivers more accurate colors right out of the box, which is going to be perfect for all you movie lovers out there. Okay, now for the tablet titans. We've got the massive new Samsung Galaxy Tab S11 Ultra taking on Apple's latest powerhouse, the iPad Pro with that new M5 chip. And yeah, the numbers here are pretty stark. The iPad Pro with that M5 chip just absolutely crushes it in raw performance, and it even squeezes out an extra hour of battery life. But the Galaxy Tab offers a much, much larger screen for less money, which makes it a fantastic choice if you're mostly watching movies and shows. So what does all this tell us? When you look at everything from the ethics of AI to the future of our cars and right down to the gadgets in our hands, it shows that this whole race for tech supremacy is, well, it's messy, it's high stakes, and it's a deeply human thing, filled with all this hype, a lot of reality checks, and yeah, even personal grudges. You see this constant tension, right, between this incredible promise and a really flawed execution. You've got companies spending billions on a future they can't even fully control, while at the same time, they're fighting tooth and nail over screen brightness. Which, leaves us with one last thing to think about.
If you enjoyed our breakdown this week, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more.